with my handy. Now when it comes to curves, you're going to have to start being creative. Like right here, I've got, I can't use these. Well, maybe I can. I push it as far as I can, set it down. Now here, I'm just going to go ahead and use these pins to hold this down. Actually, these are just a little box of cheap brads I had. Nothing fancy about them. Hold that in place. Just a bunch of nails in there. Nothing fancy. Any old nail will do. And I've got that. Let me see if this thing's going to be too long. It's going to fit. Oh, actually, okay. This will work. Boy, I didn't think I'd have enough clearance around here. All right, let me take this. And like I say, if you're not fortunate enough, or if you don't happen to have these nice little magazine holders there, you'll just need to get creative with what you use to weight down your track. There, that'll work. All weighted down, that'll hold it in place. And as you can see here, last couple of inches, I just have these pins holding it down. I want to make sure that this doesn't kink out that way, so I'm just using these pins set in place. I can also probably put a weight on there too. Let me go ahead and take a look and see how this is coming out straight. Yeah, let's see here, I need to manipulate the curve a little bit. Put a pin there, put one here, make sure it comes out fairly centered, and that's looking good. And give you a close-up of how I did that, just to hold it in place, because I want this end piece here to come out straight. So, and this curve, by any chance, this curve right here doesn't use, keep wanting to use certain term super elevation now. Darn it, I can't think of the term for it. Easements. This curve doesn't have any easements, it's just a straight curve, so you already have your easements planned into your road bed by the time you got to this point, but yeah, that's looking fine. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and let this dry and go move on to the next part of this video series. Bye. Alright, well now I'm going to show you what I do to put the ties back in under where we join the two pieces of flex track together. I'm also going to show you what I do to disguise the rail joiners a little bit. They kind of stick out like sore thumbs there, so we go ahead and back this up. Okay, sometimes some things are worth doing over here, and this is actually a reshoot of painting these rail joiners. The last video segment I did this excuse me, I realized I had my hands completely in the way, so I'm gonna mix a little paint up, not a whole lot, to do this. I used some flat black paint and a little bit of rust added to it. I kind of make it more of a darker rust color, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use mix a small amount, just dip this toothpick in there, and oh, I don't know, there we go. Take a couple of drops of this stuff, about maybe 3. Okay, there we go. Put that in there, that should be enough. Now I'm going to go ahead, whoops, scoot that off. Go ahead and add a little rust color here. Got another toothpick, not too much. Had about 4 or 5 drops of that. I'm just going to maybe add 1 or 2, probably just 2. 2 drops. I don't want to lighten it up too much. Alright, let me wipe that off. If need be, you can always add a little bit more. I don't want it completely black, in other words. Maybe just kind of a really, 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 really dark brown, which would match the color. Oops, do that again. Match the color of the blackened rail. So, okay, mix it up good. Now, move this puppy out of the way. Go ahead and zoom in